Right, welcome on board. It's great to have you, and of course the TV47 Weekend Edition begins right away. As earlier mentioned, there is that interview that comes your way shortly as we cross over to Tanzania. I'll be having Valeno Wino as the sign language interpreter of the day. So do we have Hezrom already?
Yes, right. I can hear you right loud and clear.
Yes, that is the voice of Hezrom Obadiah, who is an editorial director, TV news production, as well as a content head in Tanzania. It's great to have you. We see terrible pictures, graphic to say the least, that are quite disturbing coming from Tanzania, or at least word has it that they come from Tanzania. Could you confirm what the situation is like there?
Yeah, basically, indeed, the situation is very tense in Dar es Salaam and major parts of Tanzania, especially major cities within the United Republic of Tanzania. This is because chaos are on, and demonstrations from protesters are still doing what they've been doing since declaration of the results and since the voting day on Wednesday 29th. And what they're doing, or they're protesting against both the voting process and also the declaration of the results as by the SIGNET declaring the President Samir Suluhu as President-elect.
All right, and while they contest, just how much can they go with this? Because then we understand what the Constitution dictates down there, that once a president has been declared, it becomes tricky for anyone to go to court to challenge the same. Just how far can they take this?
Basically, according to the protesters, they're saying they are going to demonstrate, they are going to protest until and unless the president resigns or step down from their position. Because what they're saying is abductions have been the order of the day, and more or less they are targeting especially leaders and businessmen and even artists who are sympathizers or affiliated to the ruling party CCM. Most recent case is whereby they have attacked a business related to a leading musician of Tanzania, Diamond Platinum, despite his efforts to delete some of the pictures that he took when he was campaigning for the CCM. That fall on the deaf ears as demonstrators and protesters invaded his properties and destroyed and touched some of the offices belonging to the Wasafi TV brand. Yeah. So things are really tough, as well as in Mbeya. They have invaded and torched the residence of the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honorable Tulia Ackson, as well as properties and businesses belonging to the retired President Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, as well as several ministers' belongings and vehicles belonging to MPs have been torched. So it's really a tense situation, right all the way from Malindi in the south of Tanzania through to Mtwara, back to Dar es Salaam, all the way to Mbeya, Songwe, all the way to Dodoma, as well as Tabora, Mwanza, Arusha, all over the country. Things are getting worse day in and day in, and they're saying they're not relenting until and unless the President of the United Republic of Tanzania steps down. Linda.
Have these protesters been mated by, any form of animosity from the forces of the land or perhaps the police?
Come again, Linda.
I'm asking, have the protesters been mated by any form of animosity from the authorities, the police, maybe?
Yeah. The police are using excessive force. Several shootouts have been reported. They are shooting the innocent and protesters without any valid reason. But the army now is out, so we're just waiting to see the situation, how it unfolds, because the army. Several voices from the army are warning the police not to shoot or to interfere with the protesters. But now, much being seen, the police are really using excessive force to shoot down and to silence those people who are demonstrating.
So, are there worries about further escalation?
Yeah. Tension is high, and escalation is inevitable from things how they are going, because they are saying even if it means the police killing them all, they are willing to risk their life, but they have to get their country back.
Okay, what does the newsroom look like? What is the newsroom like, at least right now? What is this that you are perhaps presenting to the people? Or, I mean, are the stations shut as the internet is?
Yeah, tension is very high, and apart from that, the internet still there is total blackout in Tanzania, as well as the transport has been paralyzed across the country. More or less, we have the main road from Dar es Salaam to the Julius Nyerere International Airport has been blocked. There is a lot of several tourists and travelers who have been stranded at the Julius Nyerere International Airport, as well as Zanzibar, because several flights have been cancelled.
Any television broadcasts going on, or you people are not on at all?
It's a taboo. It's a taboo, Leila, for any mainstream media to broadcast the demonstration of protesters. As even now, as we are speaking to you, we are fearing for our reporters. We cannot use our reporters to the ground because even the protesters themselves have developed animosity on the media, mainstream media, especially ITV, TBC, the national broadcaster, as well as Hezrom TV, saying that they are sympathizers of the national of the president and the CCM ruling party. So they say they're not getting anything less unless these broadcasters come out here and cover and broadcast all of the demonstration.
All right. So President Samia Suluhu stands as the president-elect. I would call her president-elect. And what has it that she is going to be sworn in tomorrow? Could you confirm that? Where would it be happening, and what would it mean moving forward?
Yeah, from the sources within the government, though they have not made it official, it will happen at the state of Dodoma, and this means that just before she will be declared the winner, or after she will be declared winner in a acceptance speech, she vowed that after swearing in, or after she officially gets over the mandate, the second term mandate, that she's going to crack down and deal with the demonstrators and protesters mercilessly. So again, that statement has not gone well with the protesters, and they're saying they are ready for her, and they're going not to relent until she steps down. So her statements as well have accelerated, or have made the protesters go haywire.
Would we say that she's on duty right now? Is she deploying? Is she issuing orders now that she is just at that level of an elect president?
Yeah, she's on duty. She was in State House Zanzibar before she was declared winner. Then after she came to Dodoma, where she was declared, because as you may know, Dodoma is the capital city of the country. So that's where the INEC headquarters are, being led by the chairman of the INEC, Justice Jacob Mwambegele. And be as it may, since her declaration, she has never left State of Dodoma. So it's clear from all indications that everything will be done, though quietly, but she may be thrown in tomorrow at State of Dodoma.
Okay, so would you tell us what the mood is like, especially with the opposition, the Chadema side? I know they have issued their statement, and they speak of a massive number of fatalities or persons that have lost their lives. What is it like? Perhaps their number contradicting what it is that has been accorded by the human rights. But do you have, takwimu labda au numbers, the people that could have lost their lives so far?
Indeed, Linda, there is no correct, or there's no actual numbers, but just speculations. But from the communication of both human rights and the Chadema opposition party, and even from observers who are within the country, but again they are fearing to speak openly. The number is estimated to be about or above 800 people who have lost their lives. So it's not a joke. People are losing lives. They are shooting people in the head. It's a serious matter, and that's why the Chadema party and even some human rights commission are calling for the international community to intervene.
All right. Would you paint a picture of what maybe the basic towns in Tanzania could be looking like right now? Or maybe now that you are literally locked from the movement and all that, it's difficult to quite know? To know?
Come again. I didn't get that, Linda.
I'm saying, could you paint a picture of what the main towns in Tanzania are looking like right now?
Well, there are few people moving around, but mostly is the demonstration, because now they're protesting both day and night, and all shops are closed. Nothing much is happening. People are hiding their houses. There is nothing much. Internet is not on. It's total blackout, actually. Nothing much is happening.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
Would we expect more protests during the swearing in if it were to happen?
Indeed, more is expected from all indications, and even Chadema itself, the opposition party, has said right now they are rallying their supporters to also come out in large numbers to join the ongoing protest. So this means we are going to see more of this in the recent time.
What did the Tanzanians say about the rest of the East African community, perhaps the rest of the world? Because many a times you will hear them say, or perhaps you will hear protesters arguing that they would want to hear what the regional bodies have to say, what the neighbors have to say. What do they feel? Because we have seen very many leaders coming out to congratulate the Honorable Samia Suluhu upon her win.
Correct. Majority of Tanzanians, indeed, who we have spoken to, and in our routine movement here and there, they are calling upon. Indeed, their first call was for the defense forces to take over the country. That is their first call, and also they are calling on international community to intervene to ensure that the president is not sworn in. So they're expecting much from pressure from the international community on the Samia Suluhu government not to proceed.
Worst case scenario, and perhaps they succeed in stopping the swearing in of Mama Samia Suluhu, what would it mean for Tanzania moving forward? Well,
I wouldn't say there will be a siege, because now, being the fact that she's already in state of Dodoma, and all preparation and arrangements have been made, and state of Dodoma is very far. If I give a correct example, it's more or less like from Nairobi city center to Rongai. So you can see there is a very big gap between the capital city.
I think I've lost you. Hezrom, can you hear me? All right, a bit of a twist, and as you all understand, it can be quite difficult to sustain a conversation with persons from Tanzania, but at least I'm sure we have taken so much as to what is happening down there. That is Hezrom Obadiah. In the event that we are lucky to get him again, we will go back, but all the same, we appreciate your contribution, Hezrom, and we can only wish you well.